You will never defeat me!
Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Diablo 3. In the last episode, we got another bit of the waste set, so we are edging ever closer to being able to actually complete the GR55 season objective and round out this Guardian and get ourselves that portrait frame. Matrix has already got it, as you can see. We're going to be carrying on, probably doing some more rifts and working through that. Although we have found a couple of pieces just over here. We could re-roll the trousers and we could re-roll Raycor's hat, so we might do some bounties later on, or I might do them later off camera. Give us a moment and we'll get started. Right, now this time I think I'm going to drop it down just a little bit to 50.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not because I was scared, but because with my increased damage output I may actually be able to do something, I don't know.
Well, you paragoned up, so well done.
Yep, I'm up to Garrigan 677 now. Yeah, I can sort of manage this.
Okay, well, keep me posted. I shall keep less of a close eye on you.
Hello.
I said less of a close eye, not no eye at all.
Oh yeah, I know. And obviously I am not going to be doing nearly as much damage as you, but I'm going to be doing more than Cormac and cheese.
Yeah. Wallerfried, for people that are lactose intolerant, there is Cheesely, which is a dairy-free alternative to cheese. And it tastes and behaves somewhat like cheese. It is not great, but, and this is like something that I've not found an equivalent for in dairy, there is a version which is chili spiced, and it tastes like licking the devil's ball sack.
The hell?
It is salty and spicy and uncommonly good.
That does sound all kind of wrong, I'm just going to say it.
Yeah, Cheesely is fine. Like, if you're going rock climbing camping with a whole tent full of vegans, then take some Cheesely and you'll be like the favourite person there.
Okay, good to know. I was doing alright against them. I mean, I wasn't killing them particularly quickly, but
Against who, sorry?
the things that you came past, I was fighting 4 of them.
Oh, right, I didn't even notice, sorry. I was just filling out my map, and they were a convenient point because I could teleport to them. Yeah, I'll take on the Golgars. You're fine.
Well, I wasn't worried about them, but at the same time, I wasn't going to kill them this century, so...
Yeah.
And I don't think this is going to massively affect the drop rate either, dropping down to 50 as opposed to 55.
Be a few percent different. I will probably get 1 fewer legendary. Conduit pylon.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, the one good thing about playing on this difficulty is I can actually just not pay attention to my own survivability.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's nice to be able to autopilot.
Now, autopilot would probably be getting this more correct than I am. I'm like, oh yeah, I should have this defensive buff up, or oh yeah, I need more spirit. I've just been swinging my fist in empty space for a while.
I don't see how that could happen at all, says Running Out of Wrath. Yeah, the extra damage reduction, I'm definitely noticing it feels more survivable just for the nature of having 50% less damage coming in.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yes, Eonze, they're Garrigan levels because one of the live chat people mistyped Paragon levels, and I've just made it a thing for the channel.
The Rift Guardian has arrived.
Did you want to fight Perdition at all?
No, I'm cool. I mean,
Alright.
I'll take part in the fight while I'm here. There we go. I got one strike in. I feel I did my part. There's a lot of rings. I hope one of them is Skull Grasp.
What's your favourite sort of cheese, Alec?
Ooh, I'm really into salty cheeses at the moment, but normally I'd go for a smoked cheese. So at the moment, probably a Roquefort or something like that.
Ah, interesting. There's discussion about Camembert going on in my chat at the moment, and other stinky cheeses and things.
Yeah, my lovely lady is heading back to Cheeseland soon, so she should be bringing me a new selection.
She's going to Holland?
No, France.
France is not Cheeseland. Holland is Cheeseland.
France is totally Cheeseland. Ooh, ground stomp.
France is the land of wine and sadness.
Right, so we're going to hold on to Dread Iron, just in case we do a Leap Quake build. We've got a puzzle ring. We could go and fight Greed.
Oh yeah, I've got like 20 million bovine bardishes as well, so that could be a thing.
Let's put this down over there. I'll hold on to that, of course.
Although I find that the bovine bardishes take too long to get through the level versus the reward you get at the end of it. I think I'd rather just be rifting.
Yeah, and they can be good for quick money grabbing exercises if you don't have a lot of opportunity for getting money. Let's get rid of Odin's Son. I'm going to open up... in fact, ooh, we're at Torment 6. Let's put it up to Torment 7, just flat. And then we can go and fight Greed.
Okay, yes, you're quite right, Wallerfried. It's the Netherlands. It's not Holland. That's the child in me just being like, oh, we're going to Holland for the summer.
Yes.
I'm part Dutch. My grandparents used to live in Vlaardingen.
Eonze, I do watch Game of Thrones. Did the books first, and TV series thoroughly enjoyable.
Who doesn't?
That's exactly what Adam was just saying in live chat. He said those that don't appreciate the genius of Game of Thrones are unstable human beings or don't own a method of watching TV. Ooh, do they actually speak British English in it? Some parts of it they do, but some parts have Americanisms thrown in. Every now and then I do kind of wince a little bit when they mix both of them up, but generally it's very watchable. The language is very good.
Yeah, you'll find the writers are American, so mostly the British English just comes through in the accents and the actors involved.
Yeah, and any dialogue that's been directly transcribed across. Actually, let's have a chat and ask for some shoulders. No.
Are you sure you only want to do this on Torment 7?
Yeah. I mean,
that's fine.
Generally speaking, the drops don't end up being that much better at the higher greater rifts, and I am in danger of dying at the higher greater rifts just from a regular Volt peon sticking his face out.
That's all fine by me.
That would be way too embarrassing. Grab you, grab this.
Picking up all the things. What? How dare you?
You got locked in place as well. I think that's the first time I've seen that. We were both just like standing there and with all your monklings in a line.
I know, I was like, what?
Everything stopped for a moment. Yeah, that was pretty funny, Adam. There are some people that really have made their characters grow in that show. Still talking about Game of Thrones and different actors, the way they've portrayed the characters.
Which particular character are you thinking of when you say really made their characters grow?
The Scouser that was in the Knights that claimed to be a frickin' legend.
Right.
I'm really, really useless with actor names. That that was really quick.
Yeah, it could have been faster, but I thought I'd actually punch her rather than setting my monks loose.
Templar relic and chest armor. That was about as good as I was expecting. Ooh, although I do have mage fist.
Well, I got 2 sets of Kimbo's gold and some more gung-ho gear.
Actually, my mistake. I got frostburn, which is pretty good, and the other enchanting favor.
Isn't that the exact opposite of Mage Fist?
It is. It is. I mean, I'm not playing a mage this season, so I'm justifying it that way. I'm going to hold on to it because frostburn, even though it's not an ancient one,
yeah.
I could potentially re-roll it and use it with Rhymeheart if I do get it ancient. We're going to get rid of that Dread Iron, we'll get rid of Tyrael's Might, and we'll drop all these gems off. And that got me 50 million as well, which is pretty good because I was out of cash. I mean, I was as poor as they come.
Impossible.
Ah, there you are.
So what next?
I think more rifting is probably on the cards. I can't do a greater rift, so it's going to have to be a regular one, I'm afraid.
Oh, I should have switched back too. I should be back in a moment.
That's alright, I'll start fighting.
Switching back to Ingeon for speed.
Haha,
Okay.
these guys are trying to whirl and they're not doing very well.
Another rift with
two-handed.
no monsters.
Yeah, it's not particularly good so far, is it? Yeah, Peter Dinklage is absolutely awesome in it. I think he is everyone's favourite character.
Yeah, I actually preferred him before he got famous in this. I saw him in a fantastic show called Threshold.
Okay. TV show or film?
Threshold. TV show. Unfortunately, it was cancelled because people didn't understand it. It's about alien invasion via biological strain terraforming type stuff.
Ooh, that sounds really cool.
I'm in the next area, by the way.
I'm on my way through. If anyone in live chat has seen Threshold, let us know your opinions on it.
Yeah, basically, alien thing sort of lands in the ocean and makes a fishing ship disappear-ish. And the US government like scours through all of their worst-case doomsday scenario documents they've got, and they find one where someone has put together a plan for how to deal with aliens sort of landing and trying to terraform the place. So they're like, hey, you thought about this once, you can be in charge of everything.
Oh, that sounds like the worst plan.
Yeah, it's got Brent Spiner in it. It's great.
Okay, I'm definitely going to have to watch this at some point then.
Yeah, the only sad point is like when it gets to the end of season 1 and you remember that it's been cancelled.
Oh, yeah. Flash Forward is another one that I really, really enjoyed that got cancelled way before its time.
Yeah, I keep meaning to read the book from that. Like, I understand that it differs a little.
Yeah,
but
most things.
largely the story is the same.
Most things get
Like, the show
adapted.
was very good.
to TV anyway. Right, let's take on Orlash. Orlash taken on. Scrabble.
Yep.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, totally counts. Totally counts. So I got the furnace, and we got the grandfather, and we got another Nagel ring. Gone, gone, and gone. still, that gives us 2 more Greater Rift Keystones for running through rifts. Oh, the Wheel of Time books. I started trying to read them when I was a lot younger, and they are very good.
Yeah, weren't they going to like try and turn them into a TV show, but then they couldn't find anyone to film it?
Well, yeah, I mean, to do it justice.
But then they also said that about American Gods, and then the guy that did Hannibal was like, "I'll film it." Like American Gods was described as being unfilmable because it's so complex and like what?
Well, I suppose a lot of it comes down to what they can do with effects these days and make things believable.
Yeah, also they didn't really think that there was a way to represent visually half the stuff that was described.
Yeah. Yeah, I can believe that.
How are you doing over there?
I'm alright, I'm fighting this dude, he keeps dropping arcane things, so I keep having to run away from him, but I'm capable of killing him.
Alright, I am coming back to help. Just take me a while because, you know, I usually use death as a momentum thing to keep me going.
It's alright, I've got his number. I've got this guy nailed. 2 million health, 1 million health. Oh, you...
Saved you.
You bastard! Do you know how long that took me?
Yeah, pretty much the entire rift so far. So, 1.5 minutes.
Adam, at the moment, I can't show you the passives I got in there, but I'll have awareness, because dying is not clever. I've got rampage, because extra strength is always welcome. I've got, I think it's relentless, so that if I do end up in a danger situation, I get more life per hit, everything gets cheaper, etc, etc. So I get better if I get hit. And I forget the last one, but it's probably Weapon Master. But I can't find that at the moment.
You have Relentless, Inspiring Presence, Nerves of Steel, and Ruthless.
Inspiring Presence gives me the regen from my various shouts.
Yeah, I was able to just inspect you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to take this a little bit slower so you can be more involved in the actual game.
That is, it's totally cool. I'm very much enjoying this. Thank you. Not only that, because I'm feeling like I'm able to do more damage, and I can see myself actually contributing. I don't feel like a useless appendage. I don't feel like your appendix.
Well, I'm glad you're not my appendix.
Me too. Me too. Now, of course, this season has been going on for a while. I think there's probably only 3 or 4 weeks left in it, but we're pretty much run out of the main objectives for it. So the only things that I've got left to do are to find a Primal Ancient and, of course, finish off this GR55 challenge.
Yeah, it would be nice to find a Primal Ancient, although given the drop rate is so low and we don't play a huge amount, I wouldn't hold your horses.
No, I'm thinking that probably pushing the leaderboards is going to be more the thing to do, but looking at the Demon Hunter leaderboards, I'm not going to get anywhere near them.
No, everyone's having too much fun rolling around throwing daggers for billions and trillions worth of damage.
Yeah. If I get decent drops for the Barbarian, then I might be able to make it onto the Barbarian leaderboard. That's probably within my grasp.
You think this late?
Yeah, the leaderboard starts at 70. So if I get lucky with the drops and start running higher rifts and higher torment levels, then I reckon it'll be possible.
Well, definitely good luck with that.
Let's get some stabbing going in here. Ooh, Hamelin. Every day I'm Hamelin.
Squoink, 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 squeak, squoink, 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 squoink.
Very, very much so. And that was a helmet, which is... Oh, it's the Wastes one, I think.
Yeah.
Or,
I mean,
yeah.
In terms of the season end, don't we normally get notice like a couple of weeks before it actually happens?
I think so. I do think it tells us. It's normally in like the announcements, although I tend to read it on the forums beforehand because it normally happens while we're at work.
Yeah, I normally just see it on my newsfeed as it goes past. Because Google's like, hey, you like Diablo 3. Have you seen this on this site? And I'm like, yes, I've seen that. Have you seen this on this site? I said, yes, I've seen that. Have you seen this? Stop telling me the same thing, Google.
The ancients have blessed me.
Okay, so I'm up to 4 pieces of the set, so temporarily I could switch back to the convention of elements, but I'm probably just going to hold on to keeping the Ring of Raw Grandeur in there. The last piece that I need is
The last piss that you need.
There's nothing on my mind. There's nothing on my mind. The last piece that I need is the chest piece. So let's gamble for that. That is not it.
That is too expensive.
The biggest troll around. That's what Kadala is. The biggest troll around. No, we're not going to put that in. We will put this, however, up there.
She should go sit under a bridge.
Because she's that much of a troll. Blackthorns, I mean, really. I'll have this one because that'll give me back Wrath as well. We'll put critical hit in
But
there.
you know what? They might just not have told us because they've been really pushing this Overwatch event this weekend just gone.
Oh yeah, it was free to play, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't play it again. I still haven't, even though it's been free a couple of times now. I keep meaning to, but I just don't have time.
Well, at this point, either I would be buying and investing and learning it, or playing something else, I think. Right, I wanted to put a diamond in there. There we go. I'm ready to jump into another one if you are.
Yep, sure. Yeah, that looks fine.
So yes, I could have switched out the Ring of Raw Grandeur, but it is actually part of our final design. So we're going to keep that in there. So at the moment, I need the chest piece and I need Skull Grasp, and then we're pretty much set actually. Here's me fighting 2 skeletons back and forth, and Matrix has already got like 20% of the rift done for us.
Yeah, about that.
Height of entertaining watching, that's what this Monday is all about. There we go.
Do you
Got
need me
them
to come
killed.
back and help?
No, I got them.
There's a speed pylon here for you. There you go.
I'm coming to catch up now.
You know how much I hate those.
I know. It means so much that you've actually put it on. Although at this level you're probably not getting your resources back anyway by killing things too quickly.
No, but this still makes it worse. I don't know if you noticed there, but my health actually took a little ding.
I honestly did not see it. I think it came back fast enough that it wasn't noticeable.
Catch up, come on.
Alright, here I come. I think I actually move ever so slightly faster than you when I'm whirling.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, it's because I stood in the middle of a load of that.
Oh, right. Yeah, that'll do it. I'll definitely do it.
And I was just like, oh yeah, this is actually a GR50. This isn't just Torment 7.
Alright, let's get some resources back quickly. And now coming to catch up.
Yeah, guys, it's entirely possible that they are going to extend the season a little if the Necromancer is very close to releasing. but I think they would have a much larger release event.
Yeah, I think we would already
know about it. Yeah,
have heard.
Still, can but hope.
Yeah, can always be hopeful. I don't think it's beyond the realm of possibilities. I just think it's pretty unlikely that it's going to be released in time for next season. Plus, they've only just...
what the tankiest... Sorry, carry on.
I was going to say, plus they've only just put the Necromancer's items into the beta, so they're going to have balancing and other stuff that they want to do before release.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder what the tankiest character at the moment is.
The Impaled Demon Hunter, if played properly, is pretty damn tanky.
What? No.
Yeah. I mean, not for face tanking, but for mobility and damage reduction in general.
Yeah, that's not tanking.
Right, what do we got? We got chest, we got... Ooh, freeze of deflection. That's pretty good. And... Oh, is that... Ah, it's the Earth. It's not the one I wanted, but it's still better than nothing. So, Gogok of Swiftness is up to 25. Let's carry on working on Pain Enhancer.
I don't understand how people can say that Demon Hunters are tanky, in comparison to like every other class or a stiff breeze.
Yeah, I mean, Barbarians do get inherent damage reduction, so do Monks, so they're naturally quite tanky.
And Crusaders.
And Crusaders, yes, of course. No. Right, let's give this to Cormac before I forget. Cormac, have this. It will make you better.
Air quotes.
Well, relatively better. In fact, I can give him a Justice Lantern as well. Now that he's got the freeze of deflection, that makes perfect sense. Cormac, also, get rid of that damn Unity ring and have this instead. So his block is up to 27%. That's pretty good.
Good evening and welcome to everyone who's watching the live stream. It's fantastic having you along for the ride. Do feel free to get involved in the various chat windows. This is going out on like YouTube, Twitch and Mixer across 2 different channels.
Huzzah!
Yeah, if you're enjoying this, do feel free to subscribe or follow as appropriate. Make sure you mash that notification button so you can tell when we're going live or when we put up videos in the future.
That didn't give me what I wanted, so let's try upgrading one just in case. Wait, no, that's up. There we go. I can only do this once. Well, that wasn't what I wanted. Let's salvage them up. I need another regular rift now, I think. Let me just find out. Yeah, another regular rift. But the build is, of course, improving. We are making progress towards our goals with this, so it's not a complete waste of time. Although sometimes I do think it would be faster to just farm up Death's Breaths with my Demon Hunter and then try and make everything that I want.
That's pretty much what I did with my Monk collecting for my Demon Hunter, was like the missing bit, so I just realised that it was much faster to run T13 rifts to get Death's Breaths. Adam, there is an inherent sadness that comes with the loss of a hardcore character, but I'm glad that you can still play vicariously through us.
Yeah, at this point in the season, that might be enough to put me off if that happened.
I shall remember that when I'm trying to consider how best to prank you next.
Actually, no. Until they announce the season end, I'd probably pick up another person and try again, because I do have a Gem of Ease, so I could get back to 70 quite quickly.
Double spare the Barbarian.
Yeah, spare one. The other white meat. Grab that Death's Breath.
Stomp.
Stomp indeed. Alright, let's hurry on up this way. It's not that way.
Dead end.
I noticed.
Like, I thought it was implicit from the fact that I was going the other way as you passed me, but...
See, the way your monklings move, I can never really tell. Ah.
Are you okay down there with the curse?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. My cat's just come into the area. It just reminded me. Amos weighed himself earlier.
Is he trying to lose weight?
No. But I've got the scales set up in the kitchen, and he walked in and put his paw on them, which turned them on, and then he stood on so he could see what the number was. He weighs 3.1 kilograms, so he's about the same as when I took him to the vet the other day. Ooh, there is...
Want to hear what happened with Aurelius today?
Oh, tell me.
Okay, so I made waffles at lunch. And
Okay.
Laura made bacon to go with the waffles for herself, obviously. So we had the kitchen window open and the kitchen door shut. And then, like, about, I don't know, 25 minutes later, like, after we finished all the waffles, we finished the bacon, we basically, like, finished eating, put everything away, kitchen window's still open. We hear this coming from inside the kitchen. And Laura's like, you didn't shut him in the kitchen, did you? Like, no, I never do that. I always check very, very carefully.
The call is coming from
the door,
inside
and he's
the
in
house.
there. Look, yeah, he's looking really, really sheepish. I'm like, how on earth did I bet you came in through the kitchen window? And we look up at it, and there's these muddy paw prints all over the inside of the kitchen window, all over the work surface. The plate that had the bacon fat on it has been licked clean, and then there's just mud smeared everywhere as he's just like come in and just trying to scrabble around and
trying to find a way out.
Delicious bacon smell is coming from.
Oh, wow.
And then he realised he couldn't get back out because of all the stuff in the way. So he was like, "Help, Dad! Come over and help!"
That's brilliant.
And he thinks he would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for the muddy paw prints.
He probably would have, and you would have just assumed it was a neighbour cat or something.
Wow, that's really funny though. Just the way he was like, help! I'm stuck in the kitchen and I don't think I'm supposed to be in here. But yeah, he went out through our back door and then round to the kitchen and then in through the window.
That is brilliant.
Sneaky little bugger. No, my cat is not smart enough or street smart enough for thug life.
No. I mean, he is quite an instinctive cat. He has a lot of good, solid... what's the word? Evolution behind him. But at the same time, he's...
What, in that he runs from everything?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose that'll keep him mostly safe.
But he is not the smartest cat around.
No.
He's not nearly as passive as mine, though.
No, definitely not. Your cats, you can just pick up and move around, and they just stay in the new position until they get bored.
It's really weird now that Amos has joined the family. Amos doesn't do that. So
yeah,
I need to find other ways of moving him around or encouraging him to make him think that it was his idea to be in a different place. There we go. Let's get some stabbing on down here. I'm just more of a cat person, Ianza. I've got nothing really against dogs. I just think cats are slightly better, more independent. It's just a personal preference, really.
Dogs
Also,
are far more upkeep.
I don't want to have to walk animals every couple of hours. Whereas the cats, I can put food down for them, leave them for a weekend, and they'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, having cats is like having a roommate. Kind of.
Just a roommate
that you're a little bit responsible for.
Which, depending on your roommate, could be kind of like an upgrade.
Whereas having dogs is like having an actual responsibility. You know, if I wanted that, I'd have kids.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't.
If you wanted actual responsibility, you'd apply for something that gave you responsibility, but no obligation.
Yeah, like, I don't know, some secret government code-breaking branch.
Exactly. Far more practical. Right, let's go more for pain enhancer. Cool, and I think those are the...
Yes, Wallafreed. I have, on occasion, done things similarly gross with roommates. Although usually it's like holding their hair back as they throw up, rather than pulling poo out of a box that they've shat in.
The hell?
He was remarking on my comment that roommates are like cats, or cats are like roommates.
Right, yes. When you put it with the cat thing, that makes perfect sense. When it's just talking about roommates, it's like, no, this is not cool. Right, so I got Vile Ward, which is very useful for Raycor's set, so we're going to hold on to that. The rest of it can all get salvaged up. And I'm going to ask once again for chest pieces.
Let's see what happens, shall we? See you soon.
Well, another Raycor's heart.
That is too expensive.
Hi there, Zerov. Good to have you joining for the live stream. Hope you're having a fun evening. Let's salvage these up. Gone, 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 and gone. Ah, you're from Russia. I get a lot of Russian viewers for some reason. I suspect it's down to Dark Shadow actually more than anything, but I'm always happy to welcome people from over in Russia and that neck of the woods. So
it's
welcome.
probably because we shout "comrade" at each other as we play.
I don't know what you mean, comrade.
I don't do it with a bad accent.
I just had to throw the bad accent in on top. Would you care for another regular rift?
Sure.
Yeah, Diablo is awesome. I love the fact that it's still entertaining even after 10 seasons and however long that they had before.
It's a Skinner
seasons.
box. Know what you're playing. It's a Skinner box. And if you don't know what a Skinner box is, go on Wikipedia and look up what it is, and then.
Yeah,
yes?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
Okay. I can sort of give you a summary if you want.
Yeah, sure, please. Educate
Okay,
me.
it's a reward loot. You stick a dog in a box with a button to push to get food.
Yes.
And basically, most games are designed around that. Push button, get feeling of reward without actually accomplishing anything.
It's true. It's true.
And that's basically a Skinner box.
I'm afraid I don't actually speak Russian, Zerov, so you're going to have to speak in English if you want me to understand. Hi, Nick.
Awesome Bob. Oh, sorry. No, carry on, Alex.
I was just saying, hi, Nick. Another person just saying hello in my live chat.
Awesome Bob. This is Diablo 3, a Reaper of Souls. Yeah, just PC version. Don't really play console, although I understand the Ultimate Evil Edition is basically the same thing with just like a whirly wheel interface instead of this good old inventory management.
Yeah, it's just a little bit behind us in terms of general patches for items and seasons and stuff.
I found the way down.
Oh, cool. I'm just fighting a yellow mob, and I'll be watching them explode in front of me.
I picked up an XP thing for you.
Aww. You're so good to me, and leaving death's breaths dotted around all over the floor.
Also, Garrigan 700.
Congratulations, that is awesome. Now that is an achievement.
You and me both, awesome Bob. I love your name. He said it's his favourite game ever. Well, one of his favourite games ever. And yeah, I think Diablo 3 definitely falls into that category for me as well.
Yeah, I've got different games that I go to for different itches that I want to scratch. And this is definitely up there with ones I will always go back to.
This is sounding more and more porny the way you could keep going on.
Isn't that what games basically are? You said a Skinner box?
Yeah,
push button, get reward without achieving anything.
Well, I suppose you could say masturbation is basically that. Are you done in the rift?
No, I'm not. I'm going to come up and find where you actually killed the Rift Guardian.
It just teleports to me, it's fine.
That's alright, I'll be there in a second. But there's a Death's Breath's on the way that I'm also going to grab, because I can't leave stuff lying on the floor. It goes against my nature. It goes against the very fabric of my being. Okay, now I'm done. Ooh, pants.
There we go.
Got 2 sets of pants in that. One of them is the Earth, and one of them is the Wastes.
No, I've not played Lost Ark. In fact, I've not really heard anything about it, so do feel free to educate me. Awesome Bob says Lost Ark, he hears it's similar to Diablo 3.
Oh, that's pretty cool. For Zerov, I'm afraid... Ooh, the DPS I have is just pushing 573. We're still working on rebuilding, or let's say rebuilding, finding the last parts of the waste set so that we can really up it. We don't get the massive damage boost until we get the final 6-piece set bonus, so we still got more to find.
He said rebuilding because he's so used to dying this season. That's his just go-to phrase now.
Right, so Earth goes down there. We're finding all the bits that we don't need. Right, let's put these in. I got 1 Greater Rift keystone, so we can jump into a Greater Rift if you are ready.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
And I will try and keep roughly in line with you so that I can help. There we go.
Fire chains.
I got a rend on them. I feel like I helped.
Oh, good work.
I'm also, you know, doing little bits of damage and making things bleed a bit.
Up is what I'm getting out of this. Your mobility is excellent, considering I'm like teleporting between guys.
Oh yeah,
I'm
actually faster than you. It's just I can't teleport.
Awesome Bob says we should also try Lineage Eternal, which apparently is also amazing. And this guy sounds like he knows his action RPGs.
If we could just spend all of our time playing games, then we totally would. It would be so much fun.
Yeah, that would be really nice. Unfortunately, we have jobs and lives.
Yeah. Zerov, I'm afraid I can't do a GR80. 80 is way beyond me. I've managed to do a 70 and I was quite happy with that. But this is hardcore seasonal, so we don't want to lose more characters that I've already lost.
You can hear the sadness in his voice, can't you?
It's not sadness, it's fondness of memory for them, you know. Poor Exploder Face and the other guy.
The other guy.
I don't remember his name. I mean, he was right at the start of the season.
The Spike a lot?
No,
that's your current one, isn't it?
It was a Demon Hunter.
Vengeance?
No,
that's your current
Vengeance is current Demon Hunter. It might have been like no. Bomber, no. I don't remember. Obviously, it wasn't that important. There's actually a yellow here.
Is there?
Yep.
There is. Was.
Grenade
Bob, we
face!
normally-
That was it! Thank you,
Grenade
Keith.
face. Yes. Bob, we normally stream like this on a Monday evening. Sometimes, occasionally, you'll catch us streaming other things on other nights. But this is fairly regular for Mondays. So do feel free to drop past any time. And
yes,
thanks for the kind words.
we do periodically stream when it's not Monday as well, but this is the only scheduled thing. Although you've got your current Thursday streaming, don't you?
Yeah, that's actually working out quite well for me. On Thursdays, I tend to start off with N++ and then move on to one of the different games I'm playing. So we've got things like Kingdoms of Amalur or Hand of Fate I'm playing through. But yeah, if you're liking the channels, do subscribe and hit that notification button so you can be told when we're going live next.
Bulkathos, Brandamite I'll hold on to because it'll be useful. So that's going to go in with Raycors. Yeah, so yeah, we're doing alright on the bits, but still not finding that chest piece that we want. Let's ask for chests from Kadala again.
You look like you could use a new item.
I don't know if this is going to be useful to you, but I know how much of a pain these are to get. So here you go.
Ooh. I've already got one in the cube. So thank
Okay,
you,
cool.
but
Yeah, I just remember that some of the classes have different resistance amulets needed for their different set dungeons.
Ah. Right, I don't actually know for the Barbarian. I suppose after I've run out of things to do, I could go around and start doing the set dungeons, but yeah, because there's still more bits and bobs to find. It's going to be a while before I do that. Right, I think that's probably a good point for us to finish that episode there. So thank you very much for joining, everyone. Do hope that you've enjoyed this. It is, as always, part of our Monday night gaming extravaganzas. We normally start at 8 o'clock GMT, and then we carry on playing, starting with Satellite Reign at the moment, then moving on to Divinity, and then finishing up with Diablo 3. If you are liking this, then do subscribe to the channels, and give us a thumbs up on the videos. We'll be back next time with more Diablo 3. See you soon.